Hey, so here we are for another vlog, and you know what? A comment today on my Instagram, and it was so funny. The guy, like, if you're listening to this just now, super cute even fucking thinking about that. It's I feel quite sorry for people like that, you know. And once upon a time, sure, I probably did think like that. Yeah, the guy said about, sure, your condition that you're in, you don't just do that with training on the beach. And I was like, all right, okay, yeah, no, you're right. I do train in the gym every day, and if I don't get to the gym, then I train somewhere, right? Body weight, cause like whatever, pull ups, steps, like press ups, burpees. I'm getting something, and I train twice a day, every single day, no matter what, right? And so he said, no, gear like steroids, and I'm like, man, you're so far beyond the point. I'll happily take a drug test, you know. So I actually feel quite sorry for the guy and anybody else who thinks that way. If that's you, I feel sorry for you. I really do, because you don't think something's possible off your own effort. So you need to take drugs. What does that say about your belief system? What does that say? Like, everything that you need is within you right now. God gave you, gifted you this temple, and you have all the resourcefulness within you to do whatever you want. You're saying that you need that, something outside of you. No matter what it is, everything outside of you will fail you. Well, everything that's inside of you will never fail you. Anything that God put in you is never going to fail you, and unless you fail it. Let me just get that straight, right? And so yeah, listen, if you commit to yourself, for that guy, he just needs to give his belief system a shake, which leads me to the point. What beliefs are you holding onto right now, just like that guy, that aren't serving you, that are actually showing an insecurity, that are actually showing, I don't think that's possible? Well, what does that say about what the guy is going to actually go and do, what he's going to try and do? He's not going to give his all because he's got a terrible attitude. He's got a belief system of, I don't think that's possible. But it would be with that, something outside of you. You see, get your training right. Sure, nothing's really going to change massively. It is going to change, but it's not going to change dramatically if you don't get your diet right? And that includes getting for your body type, right? Whatever you fucked up inside as well, right? Through the poison stuff, meaning by processed shite, that's poison, right? And so you need to get your protein on point, your fats on point, you need to get your carbs on point, you need to get the fibre, the microbiome working as well, you need to optimise your cell health. Yes, we've got blood tests that can do that as well, so anybody that's actually looking for an actually legitimate blood test that checks for your inflammation marker, which is the only thing, because all disease is inflammation, and so ours is the only test in the world that does it. We've done 1.6 million tests in the lab over in Vitas, right, in Oslo, and so they do Stanford, Harvard, Zoe test and all the rest of it. But we don't take a plasma test, we take a dry blood spot, and so I'll be taking that when you start working with me, because I want to be able to optimally help you as much as possible, right? And so, but let's go back to the belief system. What are you believing right now? Is that serving where you want to go? And if it's not, then let's change it to the 333 story, right? There's a 333 story out there, and I heard it first time through Bob Proctor. However, I've been told, I haven't read it, Chicken Soup for the Soul, I haven't read it, but I've been told that 333 story is in Jack Canfield's book as well. Like I said, I've not read it, I can't say that for a fact, but however, Bob Proctor did tell me that. So, 333 story. You don't need to know the ins and outs of the actual story. However, I do recommend going and reading it. It's great. It's about some Canadians. A lot of people didn't think anything was possible. However, anytime anybody brought up a subject of, I don't think it's possible, next. I don't think I could do that, next. That's not possible without, next. That's never been done before, next. Right? And then you eventually write down all the things of how it is possible, how it could happen. Right? And so that's, how could it, how will I make it happen? Well, I know I'm the individual to make things happen, so how am I going to do it? Right? And so that's all the things that you're writing down. When anything to the contrary, to the opposing team, or it's on the fence, it's deleted. It's like you're acting like your servo mechanism, right? So whatever you're focused on with your servo mechanism and reticular activating system, it's deleting and distorting everything opposed to what it is that you want, you're focusing on, it's bringing into awareness, right? And so what you're doing mentally, consciously is bringing into your awareness deliberately and coming up with the ideas of how it's going to happen, how it could happen, how it could potentially happen, the conversations, the things that you're going to do, the other, like whatever it is, right? And so for that guy, for example, saying, oh, that's not possible without X, Y, and Z, that's cute, you know, and so he doesn't think something's possible. He doesn't think that he is able to get into that shape. That tells me that he feeds himself with shit. He doesn't regulate his macros. He doesn't have a fucking clue what a macro is, probably, or a calorie, and so he definitely doesn't calorie count. He definitely doesn't have his meals dialed in. He definitely cheats on that. And so where else in his life is he fucking dropping the ball? And so that's very easily and clear for me to see through his lack of belief. Right, and so what he's projecting is what he's actually insecure about inside. And so if he flips that round about and actually gave himself a year, he could sign up with me for a year. I'll dial in all these different areas. I'll have him conditioning himself to train every single day. Like, I train twice a day. Like, I've got my macros dialed in. I only eat 3 times a day. That's all I eat, 3 times a day. My fats are pretty high. I've got plenty of carbohydrates. I don't cut out the carbs. I keep the carbs in there. They're important. Right? Would they have up to 5 litres of water a day as well? Right? I have lots of eggs, chicken. Like, let me tell you how simple my diet is. Eggs, lots of them. Chicken, a good bit of it, but it's not breast. Fuck breast. Don't like breast. No. Right? Drumstick or thigh. Again, healthy fats in there. It's a brown meat. It's a good meat, right? It's you need the fats for hormone regulation and cell health and brain health. And before any of you fat fucks actually say that, oh, what about the calorie, the cholesterol and the eggs? Your brain is made up of 76% cholesterol. So shut the fuck up, right? And actually get with it. Get with the fucking program. And so it's literally this. So eat peanut butter or almond butter, and maybe a couple of slices of toast. And if I want to fill up my glycogen cells again, I'll have half a kilo of wet weight microwave Bing rice. That's it. I make sure it's got no sugar. I don't have sugar. I have nothing processed. Ultra processed food does not pass this. I don't have alcohol. I don't take medication. Don't believe in it. Right? So there we have it. Do the right thing. Do it consistently. Do it every day. Do not waver. This guy wavers, but don't waver. And you'll do it. If you need an accountability piece, reach out to me and I'll help you with it. If you need to know what you're doing, if you need a light shone on the way for you specifically, then again, reach out to me. That's what I do. I've got my own app. We'll have two-way conversations. You'll have your macros. You'll have your healthy eating plan. Right? You'll do what you're told and you'll get the results. It's as simple as that. Anyway, if you want great results, reach out to me. If you want to be that guy and think that nothing's possible, well, you can be a jackass. The world's full of them. You just have to look around about. Not many people know what they're saying anyway or what they're talking about. You just need to listen in to a few conversations to realise that people are generally full of shit. So, don't be full of shit. If you need help, ask. Don't have a fragile ego. Let that go for a start. Right? You need to be right over your willingness to begin and to start and to prove yourself wrong. That's why Blockbuster went out of business, because of Netflix. Netflix actually offered them a position and a share within their company and said, we're taking over. No, like, we know better. Well, they clearly didn't they? Right? So your belief system clearly doesn't, right? Because if other people have got the results, it says that you might need to just renew your belief system. And I think it's essential to renew the belief system every single day anyway, right? That's it. I always look for the bigger, better, brighter and bolder way of living. It's going to lead to the more efficient, proficient, effective way of doing things, right? But that's over time. It gets more graceful over time. It doesn't make it easier. It still is what it is. Everything is what it is until the meaning that you put on it. Don't put any meaning on it. If you want to put a meaning on it, just say, I'm going to do my best here and look for a better, more improved way of doing my best. And that's what you've got to do. Anyway, be great.